Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I have a sore throat, as you probably can hear, and the sound will be different because something is not right with my usual microphone. I usually use my Blue Yeti for recording videos, so I had to resort to my headset microphone right now. So this is actually the Arctic 7 microphone that is built in on that. So hopefully you can at least hear me somewhat good. And I mean, it's not only that sound that is bad, is it? Yeah, World of Warships, yeah, the new patch. What the fuck did they do to the sound? I have been fiddling around so much with the audio settings. I'm not even know where to start or what to say about it. But this video is not going to be about microphones, game audio or anything like that. It will be about the most OP ship this game has ever seen. At least released. I do believe that the Slava could probably be a bit more overpowered. This is the Smolensk, the tier 10, and have you been in at least 5 tier 10 games in a battleship or in a cruiser or in a DD, you will know how it feels to be shot and spammed by Smolensk. It's not fun. Oh yeah, I did mess up a bit here. You can't be too aggressive in the Smolensk. You need to use range and mobility or hiding. Just choose between mobility or hiding. That's pretty much what you have to choose between. Okay, back to the game. The Moskva here is having a really hard time not cooking all of its crew and just feeling like, I don't know, a Mongolian barbecue or whatever. I mean, we're not even 5 minutes into the game and I have 5 fires. I have done almost 80k damage. Okay, we just passed 80k damage, and I do believe that we will hit even more. Okay, we've done 7 fires now, and we are closing to 90k damage. And I have lost, of course, I lost half of my HP, but that pretty much comes down to me being too aggressive. And I mean, the amount of DPM this ship can put out, at least when you are counting fires, I think it's unrivaled in the entire game. Because you can actually have some decent range in this ship as well. You can actually buff it up to 19 kilometers, even though I don't feel like you can hit ships well at that range. You will start to struggle around 16. So this ship is built to have around 17 kms of range, and you can actually pretty easily hit DDs at 12 kms, moving DDs. I mean, even the Mogador struggles to get away from this ship when you start firing at it, and you just melt them. It's so easy to cause havoc and do massive amounts of damage in this ship. And I mean, even if we do look right now on the team lineup, they are actually having the advantage. We have pretty much all of my team here over at the B cap, and they can just freely push D cap and probably C2 in a while. So this is not looking good for us, and we keep losing ships. So not that much that we can do. I will just pre-torpedo in case of any DDs trying to push up there to torpedo the battleships. It's always good to do this if you know that you're not going to use your torpedoes in a while. I mean, I will not dare to torpedo Moskva or Minotaur if they push out this side, because I might hit my Yamato or the Sao that is pushing in. And I don't want to be that guy who torpedoes my own teammates, especially when we are down on ships. That makes it even worse, and the Yamato is of course a really good damage dealer, so we don't need him. Okay, here is, I do fire AP at him here at the start. I get 2 penetrations but only 400 damage. Not really worth it. Okay, let's see if we can do better with HE. Yeah, now we're starting to feel this. I mean, look at the amount of damage I can dish out. And I mean, I have a reload right now with adrenaline rush of 3.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds I can do like 4 or 5k damage to this Minotaur and setting fires. Here I do want a bit of revenge, a bit silly of me, just because he citadel me, so I'm actually gonna give him 2 salvos just to hope to get a fire before I continue to fire on the Minotaur. And now, okay, shit, what was that? Was that a battleship? Didn't I check the map? No, I actually didn't. So, if I were in any other ship here, any other cruiser, Des Moines, Minotaur, Hindenburg, I would have lost so much HP, I can't even speak. It wouldn't even be fun. Look at this, he actually does hit me right where my citadel should be, and he only overpens. So I mean, to make this ship at least vulnerable to battleship AP, you would pretty much have to buff it. Give it more armor so that the battleship AP can actually arm. I believe that I'm pretty safe to torpedo, but the Republic of course isn't that stupid that he's just gonna allow me to torpedo him for fun. So I'm actually gonna start actively maneuvering against this Republic, and he will not really hit me for that much damage. I get an extra fire, but the Yamato actually gets him just before the Shimakaze torpedoes him. And if we do look at the time and the damage numbers right now, we are 9 minutes into the game, and I'm almost at 200k damage. And this haven't been just sitting in a smoke. I've been sailing around for quite a bit, and I've been taking hits as well. Here I lose my steering gear, and that pretty much happens all the time in this ship, especially when I get shot by HE spammers. I shouldn't really call anyone an HE spammer, because I am like the mother of all HE spammers, so yeah, shouldn't really complain about others. And here we have the Worcester, and I mean, the Worcester is a great ship, but he isn't maneuvering, at least not now, and I do not need his broadside to punish him. I got so much more active DPM than he does, especially since I got a bit better firing angles, and I got a much faster reload, to be honest. I mean, the Worcester is quick, but this is faster, and I do believe that I have the same range as him as well, and a bit faster shells, so he will struggle quite a bit to hit me. And as you do see, a lot of people are actually trying to shoot me and the battleships, but I do not get hit. I'm too small, I'm too maneuverable, and I'm just doing my part of dealing as much damage as I just can to these targets. Okay, the Worcester is sailing away. I got the high caliber there. I of course already have the witherer. I mean, I have set 16 fires so far. The GK over there, playing it safe, but I mean, he doesn't really have to push. His DDs and his cruisers are actually just spotting and capping for him, so he doesn't have to push in. He could probably tank a bit, but to be really honest, does he need right now? I don't think that he does, so he doesn't misplay that in my opinion. Okay, here I got in range of the Hindenburg, and I'm of course perma spotted by DD, not the Haragomo. Probably the Shimakaze or the Daring. I'm not really sure which one of them. Okay, I actually hit that Haragomo for that from that range. That's pretty nice. Okay, Hindenburg time. He's stopping there, and that's something that cruisers have started to do right now. They are actually stopping to dodge one salvo. And I mean, I'm no battleship, I can't really punish his broadside, but during the time it takes for him to accelerate, he will of course take quite a lot of damage. I mean, double fires, I break his torpedo tubes. I mean, he doesn't have torpedoes on that side now. And in this game, I don't think that it matters too much. But I was able to punish him so much just because he decided to stop his ship instead of just trying to turn a bit and go full speed behind the island. Okay, let's see what we can do. We are actually up at 229k damage right now. Okay, our Shima killed the Smolensk, but the Haragomo did kill Shima. So that's just pretty much a trade, and we would actually need the Shima, to be honest. Then our Haragomo actually does manage to torpedo and flood the Hindenburg to death, so that's amazing. It's not lost yet, but it's looking quite hard right now. We don't really have... Okay, the battleship is shooting at me. I'm turning in, slowing down. And will he hit me? Oh, he didn't. Perfect. But I'm still perma-spotted, so one of the DDs are stalking me, of course. I have my hydro running, my last hydro. I do not have jack of all trades on this ship, so I don't have an extra consumable. I only have 2 smokes and 2 hydros and 2 heals. The heals are done and the smokes are done as well. So yeah, open firing, that's what I have to do right now. Yeah, I got a fire on the GK. Could I get another? And I mean, look at this. As soon as I start hitting like his superstructure, I actually do pretty much good damage to him. 2k for a single turret. That's really good. Here he is actually duking me. I actually thought that he was going to hunt me, but he's actually turning away, and I wasn't really that focused this far in the game because I already recognized defeat and that I was perma spotted. So nothing to do against that. So, oh, okay, here's the daring. That could be the one perma spotting me. Let's see. Yeah, it actually is. So he has been perma spotting me. He doesn't dare. Did you see the pun there? He doesn't dare to come close to me. And I actually hit him with 4 shells, 4 penetrations, but he had a bit too much health to actually stop him from existing in this world. Okay, let's see. The GK is keeping his distance to me. I would just love him to just sail into me because I would really like to break 250,000 damage, but I haven't done that so far. And he doesn't look like he is gonna try to actually get in. But he's actually presenting quite a bit of broadside to my Montana friend, and I can't really understand why he's doing that. Here we can see what's happened when I do fire and hit his belt. Look at the non-penetrations. I mean, 22 non-penetrations and 1 penetration. Okay, there's the daring. And I will of course try to kill him. I will shoot as fast as I can just to at least damage him. GK is actually missing me. I did land some shells. Yeah, I did get a fire even. And I did destroy one of his modules. That's really, really good. Okay, he's pushing out away. If I just could get one more decent hit, he could be dead. Will I get it? No. He actually managed to dodge that. That's a bit unfortunate. And right now we can actually see we are not gonna win this, no matter what we do. And our Montana will actually end it by dying from torpedoes from the daring. Ah, so that's game. But still, this actually proves my point. It's a bit too strong, this ship. This is a loss. I did potato really, really bad in the beginning, taking a really early, unnecessarily citadel. and still I managed to do 247,000 damage. I mean, look at this. My team, if my team had been just a bit better, we would have won this easily, just because of the damage output I did. Okay, let's go to the detailed report. Yeah, 2.5 million damage tanked. That's my potential damage. And I mean, that's 10 times the damage I actually dished out. And look at this, only 90,000 of this was fire damage. That is not too much when considering that I almost did 160k damage of just AG shells penetration. I mean, it's so broken, this ship. And my only suggestion to you is to buy it before they remove it. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you have a really good day.